Hey guys, well, you've probably seen this watering hole here that the landowner has been working on in one of my past videos. Recently we've had a ton of rain, several inches. Very much needed precipitation here in Missouri. It's given us a lot of water that we really desperately needed. We've been dry for so long, I don't even remember the last time we had any rain. I don't even remember the last time that I mowed my lawn. But looks like this watering hole is filling up pretty good. And what we got in store today here is we're going to get down in here. We've got this deer cane site that we established, maybe a month ago. We're going to bury a deer cane brick in there. There weren't any available at my sources at that time when I started that lick, and I'm going to go ahead and do that because I believe that when you bury those deer cane blocks in the bottom of it, maybe go down a foot, I learned from somebody years ago that it keeps that mineral lick active a lot longer, and you don't have to go in and service it and refresh it and stuff. So at least not as often. We're also going to do some trimming of some shooting lanes on another position here, that stand site that we put up, and I'm going to go ahead and establish a new lick site in that vicinity. And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and pull the cards on the trail cam, so stay tuned. Alright, this is our natural indentation that I've been referencing in past videos that I've made into a deer cane site. I'm going to go ahead and get out here in the middle of it, bury the deer cane block, probably go ahead and hit it with another dose of the powder in the water mixture in the 5-gallon bucket. Actually seeing quite a little bit of activity in here. Gotta check out my trail cam pics here. I've got the Bushnell trophy cam just sitting right over here to the west monitoring this spot. Had quite a few different critters show up. Not too long ago, maybe 30 yards to the east here, I had the trail camera over there in the hedgerow, and I had a couple of really nice, very shootable bucks show up together. That soil is really good and wet, so this will be good to work with here. Alright, now we'll get the powder in there. Not too bad, huh, guys? I just flung this one. That was my first one out of the stand. Didn't really aim all that well on that one. But these two here, I took my time, drilled them. I haven't really shot any at all. I don't recall. It's been several months. I know it was back in the season. All right, we'll go ahead and get the card pulled on the Bushnell trophy cam here. Keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully the action's picking up just a little bit here before the season starts. Guys, before I get in here and do this next deer cane site, there's a dead deer back in here we found not too long ago. I want to slip in here and take a look at it, see how it's moving along as far as the decaying process goes. Well, looks like the coyotes have already drug it out here. I'll bet they made quick work of it. Oh wow, did they ever. And now I don't have to sit here and smell this, because my stand would have been within wind shot of this, and it was really smelling like a week ago though. Alright, behind me in the crotch of this tree, maybe about 15 yards back, there's a stand that we put up last weekend. And for several months now, I've been considering this area right here as another mineral lake. And there's several things you want to consider when you put one of these down. Number one, I think deer like to have it in a spot where they're going to feel comfortable using it. If you place a mineral lake out in the middle of a field, I don't think they're going to hit it as much, maybe more at night. But what you've got here is an area that's just tucked inside the timber. And I know the deer use this area a lot because I've seen them in here. I see all the trails coming in. I've found tons of sign in the off season, rubs, trails, you name it. Dead deer, as you saw earlier. And the nice thing about this spot that I like is that it is a natural depression in the ground. It is going to hold the minerals. They're not going to be forced out of here by gravity when it rains. So that's another thing that you want to look at. Alright, I'm standing just south of the tree stand that is going to be overlooking this mineral lick. I would say at best we're going to have about a 20-yard shot to the center of it. I don't expect to get a clear shot. I really don't even expect to shoot at it. I just want to draw them into this area, and hopefully they'll ease by the stand in some other area. Now there's a hole there where the water is getting out and going down. And it does follow this down into this creek. But if I get you back over here and have you looking at the center of this place where we're going to put the mineral lick, I'm going to try to get down at ground level so you can see what the water will be doing. It's hard to show you exactly, but I think you get the idea. And I can always throw a little bit of dirt up in there to kind of help keep the water in, but I think it's going to stay in by itself. And the water stays in and the minerals stay in as well. Alright, I'm not going to show any footage of putting this one together here, but it's going to be the same way as the other one. We're going to dig a hole in the middle, put the deer cane block in it, mix up the powder, pour it over the top. and then we're going to head on to check our last trail cam. Alright, there's our spot. And I would say sometime down the road we might be able to put a trail camera on one of those trees there. Probably have to clean out some of this brush in the area. That brush has a tendency to set the cameras off. And before I run over there and check the other trail cam, I want to see if I can claim me out a few more shooting lanes on this tree stand here. Go ahead and slip back in here and hop up in the stand and see what kind of lanes we need to trim. Do a quick pan up the stand here. And I'll get up there and let you have a look around. We'll see what we need to cut. And I'll start on the west side here for you. An open field over there to the west. And creek bottom here. I don't think I'm going to mess with too much trim in here because from my experience they generally come from the southeast. Alright, straight through there is where we just made that mineral lick, kind of in the center of the screen. Now Benjamin and I, when we were here last weekend, I cut a pretty wide path through here. Got rid of these saplings in here, these real small ones, because you really don't want to trim too much, but I may not do any more actually, but I'm going to take a look at this here. Well guys, I don't really want to trim anymore. I made a pretty good path there last weekend. And you know how it is as the season goes by, a lot of things that you thought were not going to be lanes early season kind of open up because the leaves fall off. Of course it depends on the size of the leaves and everything, but you just never know. I mean, you know how it is though, when the fall rolls around, this stand that was pretty covered up early season is now uncovered, so we can always trim more later. Now I got down the other stand, I'll show you what I decided to do here. The mineral lake that we made is right through there. I just went ahead and connected the dots, kind of open up a little bit of space here for them to get them out in the open. And maybe that might lead them to a chip shot here. I can only hope. Well guys, I just pulled this card on this camera that my buddy Mark let me borrow. This nice Cuddeback here, it's doing the job. Sitting here about maybe, in the center of this deer cane site, back maybe 7-8 feet, something like that. I have got an absolute giant to show you. I just popped it in the card in the Kodak Place Park to take a peek. Whew, what a monster. This thing took like 16 photos in the last week, and I think like 14 of them were of him when he showed up. And I was just sitting here thinking about moving the camera to one of these trees that was a little bit further away. This is the spot. Can't wait to show him to you. Just a few more things I'd like to show you about this stand site before I head on home. West, sun's hitting me here. There's a field over here. Nice secluded little field, and there's timber to the west of it. That's where these big boys come out of. I'm going to pan over there and let you see this. Now, there's the secluded field. Here's the lick site. They come up this creek bottom, they come out of this creek bottom, and they come up some major trails across here. I just went ahead and trimmed some more shooting lanes here. There's the stand, and I brushed it out a little bit more at the base with the limbs that I cut. Cut a lot of dead stuff that was hanging off these hedge trees around here and a few small saplings. Gave that one a haircut there. Now, here's the path of the deer that I'm expecting. I'm going to draw, and then if I can stop him somewhere in here, about the level he'd be at right here with his vitals, I cannot wait to show you this deer.